Hi Libra, this is going to be your reading for June 9th through the 15th. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, or Venus sign of Libra. Please keep in mind it's general, it's not a personal reading, so it won't resonate with everyone that watches. Check your Rising, Moon, or Venus signs. All 12 zodiac signs for the week will be up in the next few days. You could find messages there if this doesn't resonate. Sometimes that just happens because there are 8 billion people on the planet, but I try to hit it for you for as many of you as possible. If you want a message to resonate just for you, book a private reading with me, a personal reading for health, wealth, love, destiny, career. And you can do that on my website. The link to that is in the description below. Also, you need to get into it on my other channel, Soma, Chandra, Libra. The link to that channel is right at the top of the description below as well. It's Libra Nation over there. I read for Libra there pretty much all the time. It's a channel just for Libra. I also read for Sagittarius and Cancer there as well. And on this channel, I do a Celtic cross because on Soma Chandra Libra, we hyper focus on love. So let's get into it for you. Libra, all your cards came in the upright. So I know this is going to be a strong week for you. And I did shuffle this deck and I added reversals. Libra, you have a plan. You're the magician, the single catalyst for change in your own life. Some of you have Virgo or Aries in your chart. And this is just for you. This is just about you, Libra. It's not about anybody else until I get over to your external energy, the energy around you. Have seen you guys struggle with this for a month. I won't sugarcoat it. I've seen some of my Libras stubbornly hanging on to the past, really fighting through their shadow sides, really having a hard time making change. And when I did the career reading for you guys today on Soma Chandra Libra, Career and Destiny, I felt like a breakthrough was coming. And here it is. You know that you have to manifest, you know that you have to work alone. I have a magician and a high priestess here. I think you guys are very much in a single vibe and wanting to manifest change into your life and knowing that you can be the single catalyst for change and you are a very resourceful person. The challenge is justice. Some of you have quite literally gone through some karmic justice cycles where you've realized, okay, I can't sit on my ass. I can't do nothing. The universe isn't just going to do this for me. I have to stop whining. I have to have balance in my life. Absolute manifestation and balance. The challenge will be balance. The challenge will be making sure that every part of your life is in flow with the other, knowing that you have to weigh the cause and effect of all decisions that you make, which a true manifester will do, and that you have to actually take action. Manifest is a verb. It's not sit on my ass and wish for it. It's I'll wish for it, I'll pray about it, I'll think about it, and then I'm going to fricking do it. And you know that this will bring balance into your life. You have to be fair, you have to be accountable, you have some decisions to make. And you want those choices. You're going to weigh all the cause and effect. And I know that you want to have a breakthrough here. And I also know that you want to feel completion and happy endings. And you want growth. You want growth for sure. New opportunities. What's driving you is the Queen of Swords. Resilience. I love it how they call it in the Oceanic Tarot, resilience. My Libras are feeling very independent. My Libras are feeling like they need to be very direct. They need to be in charge. They're going to be resilient. You guys are going to come up with solutions in your life. Some of you are thinking about another air sign, but not necessarily. This is what's driving you, is this resilience in your life. In the past, Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Libra, you've been walking away. I think this is recent past for you. You are walking away, all the way away. Now, when I laid this spread out, this Eight of Cups did a little spiral on top of this, and I was like, ooh, how's it going to land? It was like Russian roulette. Are they going to look back over their shoulder? Are they going to have emotional indecision? Nope. It went into the upright. You want calm. You want to heal from things that have hurt in the past. You want to change. You want transition. This is a rite of passage. Recently, you have realized that you need to move to calmer waters and make a change in your life, make a big transition that will release baggage and bring you calm and peace. And you had to walk away from a lot to do that. You walked away from things that disappointed you and hurt you. And you know that you can't look back. You know, in order to be a true manifester and come up with good solutions, you kind of have to protect your heart and stay in your head. You need to be the single catalyst for change. You need to serve justice, or justice will be served upon you. Honestly, I think you're getting it because you are finally having that breakthrough. You're finally realizing you're finally having mental clarity. This is a new idea. You finally had a new idea. But it is going to take some change because we've got the Five of Swords and the Nine of Cups. I think you do look back over your shoulder. Yes, you are trying to walk away, but you know that you have to serve this justice to yourself first and foremost, and that no one's going to do it for you. You've got to be the Queen of Swords. You've got to be the magician. You have to be the one to bring the balance. I think you're getting it. I'm going to call this video Libra, You're Finally Getting It. Because I was starting to worry about the sign a little bit, you know? I worry about all signs. Tarot is difficult, it's dramatic. People don't come to tarot when things are going well. They come to tarot when things are going wrong. And when I get a good reading, it's just a glimpse of change before we get ourselves into trouble again. But I think that you will have to make a lot of changes. What you're thinking about is, I have to fight for something right now. There might be disagreements, there might be competition, there might be conflict. Make sure you don't try to win at all costs. Well, you might have to fight through change to win at all costs because you're going towards a wish. You want your wishes. You want your wishes fulfilled. You want your dreams to come true. You want to be content and happy and satisfied. I feel as though you guys need to fight through some changes to get to this wish come true. And I think that that's been difficult for Libra. And I think that some of you have had tower moments. You've had moments where you fought your shadow side. You've had a hard time with direction and emerging ideas. And I finally feel like justice is being served in your life. You're balancing it out now. Your actions you taken. Your actions. Six of Cups to the Lovers. We have Gemini here. Pisces is here. I have Aries here. I have the World. I have the Hermit. I have Virgo. I have the Fool. Yeah, lots of major arcana here. I think you are thinking back about the past. They call it reflection. I think you're thinking about the things that have happened in past relationship cycles. I think you're thinking about your childhood memories. I think you're recalling things both good and bad because see how with the Lover, she's looking back. And I think the past is influence and all you've learned and your memories are influencing the choices that you make right now. You're the Lovers, Libra. The action you're taking is you're recalling your past and you're doing a lot of reflection. And it's helping you find harmony and love and calm and alignment. The Lovers is a duality. It can be a very beautiful, peaceful energy. I think you're looking for those it relationships, those it jobs, your life purpose. I feel like this is a life purpose reading. And you know that you have choices. You do reflect upon your past, but it's influencing the choices you make now, wanting that total alignment with yourself and with others. The way you see yourself right now, the High Priestess, listening to your intuition. The High Priestess is very calm. She keeps her own counsel. She doesn't put it out there for the whole world to see. And I think you are trying very hard to listen to your sacred knowledge deep within, closing your eyes, being very empathic, and spending time alone. I've got the Hermit and the High Priestess here. This is like the esoteric brother and sister of the zodiac. And this is the duality, the divine feminine and the divine masculine within you. And you're being very calm and still. You see yourself as the High Priestess, and you're being the magician, and you're being driven by this Queen of Swords. So I think you guys are practicing some detachment. Justice is it can come off as a harsh energy when we balance out our lives like this and we balance it out with other people. Be prepared through the month of June, Libra, for other people around you to be a little thrown off by this. Because when I see justice here in the Queen of Swords and the Magician and the High Priestess, what happens when we make big shifts in our life is that we change the rules. When we have a new idea, we do new things. And people around you in your life might not be quite prepared for that. They might balk at it. They might get jealous. They might get nervous. They might be like, whoa, who the hell are you? And you can be like, sit down. I'm the magician. The magician is watch me now. Watch me now. No, I got this. I don't need anybody's help. When I need help, I'll ask for it. A magician's not stupid. He'll ask for help when he needs it. But right now, the magician is the first entity and energy the Fool encounters on his journey through the major arcana from the Fool to the world. You are discovering your own power. Watch for lower energies trying to take this away from you. It will bring out insecurities around people that have lower energy. Okay, so stay strong. And I think that's why you see yourself as the high priestess. Sometimes the high priestess has a secret, and it's not that you're trying to withdraw into silence, but I think you're being very quiet with the high priestess, and you're ending on the hermit and the four of wands, which is great. The energy around you is interesting. Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, which they call order in this deck, King of Swords, ambition. So we have a King and a Queen of Swords on the table, the Fool, and the Five of Cups. So there is a person around you that might see you starting your new cycles. I notice this King of Swords is looking. Everything seems to be looking over here at this magician. This King and Queen of Swords are looking at each other. So this is a person around you that likes order, and they might appear as detached as you are. If you're in a relationship with anyone, you might feel like at one point you aligned in value and you do recall the past fondly. But I think that the two of you, if there's a relationship involved right now, I think that this person's feeling somewhat detached from you and you from them. You might be one another's intellectual match. But I think that this person wants a lot of control. They want control over themselves. They might try to exert some control over you. Underneath this King of Swords, I clarified the King of Swords. I got the Fool and the Five of Cups. This person might realize that they've been foolish and they are a little sad and disappointed. They're a little mopey. They're crying over spilled milk. They're not necessarily foolish, though. This is a general reading and it's not a love message. You guys do have a love message up, and I will put another one up in a couple days for you. But I think this person does just want to leave the past behind. They're not going to show you a lot of emotion. They might appear very rigid and practical. And the Emperor is a father or a married man sometimes. If this is a feminine, they might be thinking about you and thinking they were foolish to my masculine Libras. And you're like, that's okay, chick, because I've got a high priestess in me and a queen of swords in me, and I'm going to balance out, and I'm the hermit and the high priestess. I've got my duality going on. Whatever you're embodying is leaving you feeling a little sad. So this person might not show you a lot of emotion. And I do have a King of Swords on the table and an Emperor, so we could have more than one person involved, but not necessarily. This person is disappointed, but they're not going to be shitty, I don't think. They're just not going to show you a lot. And they might want a new beginning too, and I don't think it has to do with you necessarily, but they're not going to show you a lot. In your feelings, Libra, 10 of Wands to the world. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've been carrying something to completion for a long time. Hard work, burdens, extra responsibility. You will feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders this week emotionally. And you're going to bury your head in your work too. You have a lot of responsibility, and you know that it's not going to happen on its own. You're going to have to manifest it into the 3D. You're going to have to bring the balance. You have the solutions. You have the intuition. Yes, you recall the past. We do recall the past for wisdom. Don't forget that you walked away and that you had to dump baggage. Don't forget that you have other things you have to fight through to get to your wish fulfillment. Just start at the beginning with this breakthrough, okay? The new idea to victory. You know the truth. You know your truth. You're holding your sword of discernment, and you are completing cycles. Congratulations. Energetic upgrade. Lots of life review will happen this week, and it will bog you down a little bit. Don't let the bastards get you down, okay? And don't let anybody control you, if you know, unless you have a contract with this person and you have to work together and make some accommodations. I think you're going to think about it quite a bit and be introspective. I think this week will be about also formulating a plan for yourself as well, with this Queen of Swords and the High Priestess and the Hermit here. But you are feeling like, at last I can breathe. At last, I have completed this cycle. At last, I can start new cycles where I am able to manifest, because it's been such a burden. Try to let it go, Libra. Okay, wrapping up cycles for yourself where you feel a sense of belonging. And when you have a world moment, you're so paused between one cycle and the next. And it's such a poised moment. And you do think back over your past. And that's why you're doing some reflection. Yeah, reflection, contemplation, listening to your intuition, knowing you need to be resilient. You're going to have to fight through some changes, but you're like, I just heard when I pulled the spread out, it's over. And I've worked so hard to complete the cycle that I'm in a spiritual way, in an energetic way. It's time to let these burdens go, and delegate anywhere you can. No one's going to find the balance for you. You can find the balance and you can delegate. Your final outcome for the week: the Hermit to the Four of Wands. Contemplation to reward. So I think what will bring you the most stability and calm and relaxation, and that homecoming and that reward within yourself of some stability, is to just seek some solitude. You know, the High Priestess and the Hermit want solitude and calm, so that you can think about your choices and you can reflect upon the parts of your past that will bring you wisdom, and think about what you've moved away from. The challenge, this is a challenge. The balance is the challenge, right? That's the challenge. The balance is the challenge. Maybe I'll call this video that. But you're going to be thinking a lot. You're going to be searching your own soul. You're going to be lost in thought and really thinking about your next move, contemplating what your wish fulfillment is, and getting ready to fight through some change. Remember that it's up to you to come up with a solution. Ultimately, you're moving towards stability and harmony, okay? Some of you have been dealing with a person who's very withdrawn and you want a homecoming with them. You might miss them, okay? You walked away for a reason. And the minute you walked away, and the minute you decided, I will heal, I will make big changes, even if I have to fight my way through it, I am moving towards my own wish fulfillment. I think you have to work alone to some degree. It will bring you the reward of stability. Yeah, which is so awesome. I really think that you can do that. And I'm so proud of you guys for it. Okay, Libra, so that's your Celtic cross over here on Soma Chandra Tarot. Check out Soma Chandra Libra for love messages, but I always throw something up here for all zodiac signs, including you guys. Congratulations on this world moment. I'm really proud of you for your breakthroughs. I think you guys are going to have a pretty good week. You have a lot of choices to make, a lot of balance to bring to your life. Just listen to your intuition and be resilient, okay? Be resilient. And think about what your wish come true is, and plan your next move. Use this week to plan your next move and bring balance into your life. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. I really love you guys. I'll see you next time.